Right, we're going to talk to someone about dinosaurs. Here he is, helpfully wearing a T-shirt. You can be in the picture as well if you want. Nice to meet you, Rhys. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. We're doing well today.
Excellent. You've just managed to miss being persuaded to eat some bugs.
Yes, I managed to avoid that quite well, I think.
You just loitered in the background there. So tell us, Bristol Dinosaur project displayed loud and proud on your T-shirt.
Yeah, so we are an outreach project that go out to schools and we teach kids about dinosaurs, getting them engaged in science through dinosaurs. And this summer we're involved with Bristol Zoo because they've got loads of dinosaurs all over the zoo at the moment. So we're over there in their tent just by the side of Millennium Square. And we've got a load of fossils and things that we're showing, some real bits of dinosaur and ammonite and things like that. So you can come along and you can touch and you can have a feel about a real bit of dinosaur.
Can we follow you? Can we come and see inside the tent and perhaps have a look at what you're talking about? Because that would be the best sort of demonstration, wouldn't it? Which one are you in? Just over there?
Yeah.
I think we can walk and talk.
Yeah.
So Dan, how did you end up getting involved in this? Rhys, sorry.
So I was a paleontologist at the University of Bristol, and it's a project that's based in that university. So it was very easy. I knew all the professors who were involved in it, and I got in through that because there was a lot of outreach with the museum and with the zoo and things like that. So it was a natural next step.
I see. Okay, so we're going to make our way. We're doing this on the move. Watch out, you might find yourself on the big screen if you see us coming. Back of head shot, never the best, but we're going to go inside Bristol Zoo Gardens, just inside the marquee, and we're following Rhys over to the Bristol Dinosaur project. Now, it might be a bit noisy. If it is, we'll come back out. So here we go. Just, oh, there's a little dog there, just shimmying around the side. Okay, I don't know quite how far we're going to go. So you can see there are games in here. Dinomania, Triceratops, that's excellent. How many hoops can you get on the Triceratops horns? So probably got a demonstration right now. Here we go. Oh, so close. Go on, have another go. Oh, doing well. That's sort of almost on. Yay, excellent. I hope we got that on the big screen. Well done. Yeah, I know what you mean after you've thrown a load of those. Okay, back to Rhys then. So what have you got in your hand?
So what I've got here, this is an actual real bit of dinosaur bone. This is a bit of an iguanodon femur, so the leg bone right above the knee, just about there. So this is found on the Isle of Wight. It's about 100 million years old, so it's very old. And if the whole dinosaur was here now, it would not be able to fit in this tent. Its head would be poking out the ceiling, its tail would be going out the side. It's a massive dinosaur.
Would it have wings at all?
No, so this dinosaur isn't related to the ones that turned into birds. This is a big plant-eating dinosaur, where it's the meat eaters that turned into birds. In fact, I think I've got see if I can grab a toy.
Okay, so here he is, off to get one of those. Hey!
So this, believe it or not, is a Velociraptor. So you may have seen a Velociraptor in Jurassic Park or films like that, but very different in real life. You can see it's covered in feathers. It's got these massive wings here. So a lot of dinosaurs were covered in feathers, and it's dinosaurs like this that would have turned into birds eventually.
So how did you end up with this piece of bone from the Isle of Wight?
So this is part of the university's collection, so this has been here for years. And some of them have come from the university, some of them have been donated by people, and some of them, as paleontologists, we've gone out and we found ourselves. So a lot of these fossils, we've just gone down to the beach and had a little route around in the pebbles, and you can find fossils everywhere. So the Jurassic coast on the south coast of Britain, that's a really good place to go to find fossils. One of the best in the world, not just the country.
Tell us what you can do with a bone like this. Tell us about some of the cool scans that you can maybe run, or how you would test it and use this to learn more.
Yeah, so the first thing, you can see this bone's actually already broken apart. So we can see inside it is hollow in structure. So from that we can see how they are similar to birds and that they have hollow bones. We can also scan these bones and we can test their strength. So that's really good if you've got a skull. So you can scan the bone and you can see how it would have worked when it was alive, how strong the bone would have been, where the stresses would have been, what it could have eaten, what it couldn't have eaten. So it's a lot of things you can tell from these bones.
Wow, and if you've got a huge fossil collection yourself, I'm guessing you might be someone, if you see one, you can't, leave it.
Yeah, so I think any paleontologist is worried about the state of their floor collapsing in because of all the fossils we've got in there. Because I live in a house with 3 other paleontologists, so we've got a lot of fossils. Our house is basically a museum at this point. There's so many fossils in there.
And if people come down to Bristol Museum, they come along inside, just give us a recap of what they can see.
So in the museum, we've got ichthyosaurs and dinosaurs, so marine reptiles, some giant animals that were alive at the dinosaur times, a lot of things from after dinosaurs, so there's a giant Irish elk there. And at Bristol Zoo as well, currently, we've got massive animatronic dinosaurs, so you can come and see real, like, kind of breathing.
They're amazing.
Yeah, they're really cool. They are amazing. You can come and you can dig up your own dinosaur in a sand pit, and you can just go, and they're great. Some of them dinosaurs actually spit at you, so you can get really interactive with them as well. They're very cool.
What a joy. And what have we got just here? Because I can see that people, it looks like they may well have been digging bits of bone-like substance and helping to make the skeleton.
Yeah, so what we've got here is a model of the Bristol dinosaur called Thecodontosaurus. Really important dinosaur, one of the first ever discovered, found before the word dinosaur was even invented. And what we've got here, we've got the bones, so you can come along, you can see if you can stick the bones in the right place on the dinosaur. You can be a bit of a paleontologist yourself. Of course, when you're doing it for real, you don't have that guide in the background to help you out, so you can kind of see what it's a bit like a 3D jigsaw puzzle, putting all the bones together to make one big dinosaur skeleton.
This is a ridiculous question, I know that. And obviously it depends on the dinosaur and how big it is, but roughly how many bones might there be if they were all intact, let's say, as opposed to if they've been broken up?
So quite a fair more than ours. So in like the arms and the legs, they've got about the same number of bones as us. But obviously you can see they've got these massive long tail and long necks as well. So that adds on to the number of bones. So I'm not entirely sure exactly how many bones there are, but certainly a lot more than there are in people.
Okay, I knew it was like how long is a piece of string kind of question, but I just wondered if there was a rough average. You never know. Rhys, thank you very much for showing us your wares. Brilliant collection. And this is a very busy marquee, so lots of people want to be in here. So thank you for your time. Talking about the Bristol Dinosaur project.